That's a good question. What I love about Oscar Travel Rewards is that Richard walks the walk. He doesn't just talk the talk. That's why I subscribe.
The Capital One Duo is very powerful, but I rarely use it. I own this duo of the Savor Rewards and the Capital One VentureX, but again, it doesn't get used much. Why not? Folks, I suffer from owning way too many credit cards. But it's a good thing because it gives me a lot of first-hand experience which I get to share with you. However, the fact that I haven't put a ton of spend on my Capital One Duo doesn't make it any less valuable. I actually recommend this setup more than any other credit card setups. There are other videos about these cards, but today I'm going to take it a step further and show you live examples on how to convert Capital One cash into Capital One miles, how to transfer Capital One miles to travel partners, and how to use miles to book aspirational travel just with these two cards. This duo is not only powerful, but it's also very affordable compared to other credit card setups used for everyday purchases and premium travel perks. The Savor Rewards card is free, and the Premium VentureX has a $395 annual fee, which is by far the cheapest annual fee in the luxury travel card arena. And you get all $395 back if you know what you're doing. For those new to the channel, I'm Richard Debs from Oscar Travel Rewards, and I'm an avid traveler. If you're watching this, you likely are too, so go ahead and subscribe to see how I use credit cards to enable this travel habit of mine. If you have targeted questions or have private commentary to share, feel free to hit me up in the chat section of my website, boomacompany.com, but you must leave a like on this video before doing so. So just a quick note before we get started, I have to do a better job in remembering who my audience is. Most folks who watch my videos are relatively new to credit cards and want to learn how to use them for travel. So given the feedback that you've been sending me, I'm committing to explaining my statements as clearly as I can so that newbies can fully understand. The Savor Rewards offers cashback on all your purchases, and the VentureX offers Capital One miles on all your purchases. So why is the Capital One Duo so powerful? There are a few reasons. First, let's talk about the sign-up bonuses. The current new sign-up bonus on the VentureX is 75,000 miles after spending $4,000 on the card within 3 months of card opening. This is by far the fastest way to earn Capital One miles. For the Savor Reward sign-up bonus, you earn $200 in cash after spending $500 within the first 3 months. And this $200 has a value of 20,000 Capital One miles. Next, both cards offer great multipliers on purchases. I'm going to run through them quickly so that we can get into the hands-on portion of this video. The Savor Rewards is your workhorse, and it offers 8% cashback on Capital One entertainment, 5% cashback on hotels and car rentals when booked through the Capital One portal. And I recommend you skip doing this because your goal is to book travel on your VentureX. And then you earn 3% cashback on groceries, dining, popular streaming, and regular entertainment. And then you earn 1% cashback on everything else. As for the VentureX, it earns you 10 miles per dollar on hotels and car rentals when booked through the Capital One portal, 5 miles per dollar on flights booked through the Capital One portal, and then 2 miles per dollar on all other spend. The VentureX is a premium travel card, so it comes with additional travel perks. There's airport lounge access known as Priority Pass, and thus far, Capital One has launched 3 of their very own lounges, with other lounges planned in the near future. They have more work to do to catch up with the American Express Centurion footprint. It comes with travel and car rental insurance, and then there's Global Entry or TSA PreCheck. I recommend that everyone signs up for Global Entry because TSA PreCheck is automatically included. It might take you a few months to get your Global Entry interview if you don't travel, so get on it because it matters when you're returning from international travel. TSA PreCheck allows you to fast track through airport security here in the US. The third reason why the Capital One Duo is so powerful is its transfer partners. So let's assume that you've been using the cards for a while and you've accumulated a lot of Capital One cashback and Capital One miles. You have 3 useful options on how to redeem. First, you can send me all your miles. Just kidding. First, redeem your miles for cash back or statement credits. Second, redeem your miles within the Capital One portal to book flights, hotels, and car rentals. And third, transfer your miles to transfer partners and book directly with those airlines and hotels. If you've been watching my videos, I often talk about transfer partners because they often represent the best redemption value for your Capital One miles. So we've been talking a lot here, but to some of you, this is just theory. So let's jump into the Capital One portal for a live demonstration. First, I'm going to show you how to convert all the cash back earned on your Savor Rewards card into Capital One miles. Then I'm going to show you how to transfer your Capital One miles out to a travel partner. All right, first we're going to go to CapitalOne.com. Going to enter our username and our password. Click sign in. All right, so this is my account. So I just scrolled a little bit to hide my banking information because I do bank with Capital One. So as you can see, I own 3 Capital One credit cards, the Quicksilver, the Savor, and the VentureX. But the exercise here is to convert the cash back earned on the Savor Rewards into miles on the VentureX card. All right, so looking at the screen here, you can see that I have $5.37 in rewards cash. And I'd like to convert those to Capital One miles, and that's equivalent to about 537 miles. Again, I don't use this very often. If you have the Duo and you use it often, you're gonna have a lot more cash back to convert. So let's click on View Rewards. We're gonna select the Savor because this is the account that has the cash that we want to move. And we're gonna scroll all the way to the bottom to Combine Rewards. And we're moving our cash back to the VentureX account. So remember when I told you the VentureX has miles, the Savor and even the Quicksilver are cashback cards. So we're going to select our VentureX, click next. So it automatically selected all the cash available to convert into miles. As you can see in the bottom here, it's going to show you how many miles that equates to. All right, so I'm going to click confirm. So it's transferred the cash back to my VentureX. So we're going to go back to our main screen. We're going to see that all the cash back is gone from the Savor Rewards account and that it's all in the Capital One VentureX account. We'll hit the back button. So now we're back at our main screen. And as you can recall, earlier we had 18,000 awesome miles and a little over $5 in cash. But now, since we converted all the cash back into miles, we have 19,000 something miles and $0 in cash. So this is exactly what we want. Every month, you can convert whatever cash you've earned into miles, or you could just wait and do it all at once. So now that we have a lot of reward miles to redeem, I'm going to show you a live example of transferring 1,000 miles out to an airline partner. You can do an airline partner or a hotel partner, but for this exercise, we're going to use an airline partner. So we're going to click back on View Rewards, and we're going to select our VentureX account, which has all the miles, and we're going to click View Account. All right, so on the VentureX account page, you're going to scroll down to this Transfer Rewards option. All right, so right off the bat on the Transfer Rewards page, Capital One shows you all the loyalty programs which are available, and they're sorted alphabetically. At the very top, you'll see a featured loyalty program. Today, it's Flying Blue, and I don't really care that much about a featured loyalty program if it doesn't offer an elevated transfer boost. In this case, 1,000 Capital One miles transferred to 1,000 Flying Blue miles. That's like that every day. There's no special offer going on, so I'm just gonna disregard that option today. So don't be fooled by the word featured. It means nothing unless you see an elevated transfer. So for each travel partner, Capital One shows you the transfer rate. So for example, Air Mexico, 1,000 Capital One miles transfer to 1,000 Premier points. Same with Aeroplan, but look at Accor Live Limitless. 1,000 Capital One miles only transferred to 500 reward points. Do you know which program offers the best transfer rate to Accor Live Limitless? You guessed it, it's the Bilt Rewards program. Bilt offers a 3-to-2 transfer rate to Accor Live Limitless. I can't wait to show you my Accor stay coming up very soon. So everyone's different, but let me tell you about the transfer partners which matter to me in 2025. I want to call out Air Canada's Aeroplan. Before you do any of your bookings, I really encourage you to go to the Aeroplan website to see how many Aeroplan points are required to do any of your reward bookings. The next one that matters to me quite a bit is Flying Blue. Flying Blue is special to me for 2 reasons. You might know I love visiting Kenya, and Kenya Airways is a partner airline of Air France and KLM. But another solid reason is who doesn't love Paris? Paris is a perfect city to transit through if you need a couple days of a layover, or even just 12 plus hours. If you don't want to splurge on a hotel on a 12-hour layover in Paris, you can pay to leave your carry-on at a storage facility right in the airport, and then hop into an Uber and head to downtown Paris. How do I know this? It's because that's what I do. I intentionally book 12-hour layovers in Paris and then go out and eat some fresh croissants. However, the airline that I want to talk about now is British Airways. I don't hold any British Airways status, which isn't an issue for me because I don't fly British Airways. I simply use British Airways as a conduit for booking other oneworld airlines, which aren't partners with Capital One. For example, many folks in the game use British Airways to book American airline flights because you can't transfer Capital One miles directly to American Airlines. However, the reason I care about transferring Capital One miles to British Airways is because I can then transfer the British Airways miles out to Qatar Airways, where I hold gold status. I should point out that the British Airways loyalty currency is Avios, and so is Qatar, Finnair, Iberia, and Aer Lingus. So I really want to convert my Capital One miles into Qatar Avios, but I can't do it directly. So I'm going to go through British Airways. So we're going to do 2 transfers. So I'm going to go to British Airways and I'm going to click transfer miles. I'm going to type in my member ID. This is only for illustration purposes, so I'm only going to transfer 1,000 miles. And that's going to equate to 1,000 Avios. I'll click complete transfer, and there you go. So now I'm going to go to my British Airways account and make sure that my 1,000 Avios are there. Sometimes it's not instant, but usually within 5 minutes, you should see everything there. So let's log into our British Airways account, tick the I am human box. Or am I? All right, so I've landed on my British Airways account. So I click my account and I have a whopping, as you can see, 1,000 Avios to play with. So this was the first step in our transfer. Get 1,000 Capital One miles to British Airways to get 1,000 Avios. So if I had a decent amount of Avios here and I wanted to book with American Airlines, I would stay on this website, I would scroll up, I would click book, and I would search for an American Airlines rewards flight. So to get my 1,000 Avios from British Airways to Qatar Airways, I'm going to hover over Executive Club and click on Combine My Avios. So as you can see on this page, you can transfer your Avios to Iberia Plus and Air Club, Qatar Airways, and Finnair Plus. We'll click Combine My Avios under Qatar Airways. So on this page that you land on, just know that the first step is linking your British Airways account to your Qatar Airways account. As you can see here, I've already done that. And also, I have a decent amount of Avios with Qatar. So let's initiate the transfer. We'll scroll down to the bottom. I'm going to flip these 2 around, and then we're going to go and take 1,000 Avios from British Airways, and it's going to transfer to 1,000 Avios to Qatar Airways. I'll click Transfer Avios, and we get a confirmation message. So now I'm going to log into my Qatar account to make sure that the 1,000 Avios got transferred over. So as mentioned before, I am a gold member with Qatar Airways, and I can confirm previously I had just over 136,000 Avios, and now I have just over 137,000 Avios. And if we come back to our British Airways account, as you can see, my Avios is back down to 0, which I don't mind because I'm just using British Airways as a conduit. When you have your Capital One miles transferred to your airline of choice, you can use this website to then book your reward travel. So we'll click on book and then book flights. And when you go to search for your flights, be sure to tick off book an award flight. Mystery solved. So if you're gonna rock the Capital One Duo, you're gonna wanna use it to its fullest. Convert your cashback to miles, then transfer out those Capital One miles to partners. The core reason why I'm targeting Qatar is because I'm chasing Alaska status. I've booked so many Qatar flights through Alaska Airlines already. Let's have a look. So I'm gonna go to my dashboard and we're gonna take a look at my flights. I'll click on the hamburger menu and I'll click on my trips. So as you can see, I've booked a ton of Qatar Airways flights for this year, and I'm not done. So I hope you guys found value in the live demo. Again, a lot of newbies reach out and they say, I hear what you're saying in theory, but can you actually show me? And so if you want more live demos, let me know in the comments. So guys, the Capital One Duo is a powerful duo and the sign up bonuses are pretty good on each card. If you appreciate the video and you're interested in these cards, be sure to use my referral links in the description below or on my website, boomacompany.com. Thank you for watching until the end. Since you've gotten this far, it only makes sense to like, share, subscribe to this channel, and become a member to help give it some visibility. As always, take take care and be good to each other.